Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is time for our bicycle ride together. Starting to look forward to this time together and enjoy our rides together, staying fit together, staying on top of things together, and sharing ideas. Sharing ideas. Today's idea is a simple one, and it states that sometimes it is better to receive. Okay, sometimes it's better to receive than to give. And this turns a popular saying on its head, which is that it is more blessed to give than to receive. But this says, no, no, no. Sometimes it is better to receive than to give. Okay, so let's get into it. This is an idea popularized by Benjamin Franklin. It's called the Franklin Principle, I believe. And Benjamin Franklin said this: when you move into a new neighborhood, the best way to ingratiate yourself to your neighbors is to immediately go across the street, knock on your neighbor's door, and ask him for a cup of sugar. He didn't say give them anything. Don't give them anything. Ask them for something. Now let's pause and think about that for a second. Let's think about the mindset that puts your neighbor in. Okay? Basically, what you've done is you went across the street and you gave them a blessing. The blessing of being able to give. The blessing of being able to give you something. So, how does your neighbor feel? Your neighbor feels like the big man on the block, right? Your neighbor feels like you have given them rank, okay? You have showed them deference, okay? It is a very non-threatening way of breaking the ice, all right? You give them a blessing of being able to help you out, and you leave, okay? An impression you leave on them is, hey, here's someone who has nothing but goodwill towards me, because you leave with a feeling of appreciation. And they say, hey, I have no more doubts. You're no longer an unknown quantity, okay? So you're the new guy in the office. You're the new guy in the group. You're the new guy in the neighborhood. And you're wondering, who's this guy? He's an unknown quantity. But now you go and you ask them for something that you know that they can easily give. You're not asking them for a pound of flesh. You're not asking them for their dog, okay? You're asking for something you know that they can easily give. And you leave now and you're a plus on their ledger. You're no longer an unknown quantity. You're a plus because you're someone that they know has goodwill towards them, because you have gratitude and now you owe them, okay? You owe them something. And this is a good feeling that they have. So first, you give them the blessing of being able to give. Secondly, it's a very non-threatening way of breaking the ice. There is a need. That's why I'm at your door here, neighbor. Okay, I need your garden hose. I'm sorry, I just moved in the neighborhood and I need to do some watering, this, that, or the other. And I see you have a garden hose here. Can I borrow it for a second? Can I borrow your jumper cables, sir? Can I borrow some salt? I don't have time to go to the store. I need to make my kids some omelets so I can take them to the soccer game. Can I borrow some salt? Okay. Imagine the feeling going through your neighbor's body, the thoughts going through his head. He's feeling, wow, I am needed. They feel needed. Okay? They feel like they're the big man on the block, helping out the new kid on the block. Okay? And this is a good feeling for most people. Okay? Most people, unless you're dealing with some crazy psycho, this is gonna be a good feeling. So, a couple of things to note about this, which is, first of all, you want to ask them for something that they can give. We already mentioned that. So you already know, because you saw the guy's garage open and you saw that he has a nice tool crib. So you know that guy's got some jumper cables. You know he's got extra batteries. Or you know he's got a screwdriver or something. So you go and ask him, screwdriver, garden hose for watering your plants, some salt, some jumper cables, right? The other thing is, this is a great way of ingratiating yourself amongst a group that can already easily identify you as one of them. So you moved into the neighborhood, right? You're not just some bum off the street. You are a regular rent-paying or mortgage-paying, home-owning citizen like them, okay? Or you're a new guy in the class, so you're just another student like them. New guy in the office, just another worker like them. Or you're at a conference and you guys all have the same name tag and wear the same dark suits and boring ties, right? So, amongst a group, okay, that can already easily identify you as one of them, that you're not too far off from them, okay, in terms of being part of the same group, but you want to ingratiate yourself to them because you're the new kid on the block. New person in the class, new person in the conference, new kid on the block, just moved into the neighborhood, new person at the office. It is better to ask them for something than to give them something. Go there. Hey neighbor, can I borrow a pen? It's a very non-threatening way of breaking the ice. It's even a good way in just a purely social setting. You know, you're at Starbucks or something, right? And you want to spark a conversation. A very non-threatening way is to ask, hey, can I use your pen for a second? Right? And wow, now they feel like they're doing something for you. There's a need. And when you come back and you return the garden hose, okay, now you can bring your cookies and say, hey, you know what? I really appreciated the fact that you gave me your garden hose. It really, really saved me on this one, okay? Or that salt you let me borrow, ha ha ha, borrow salt, allowed me to make that omelet for my kids, and we were able to take them to the soccer practice. And yeah, you know what? Here are some cookies. Now you give them what you have to give them, okay? So again, think about what's going through your neighbor's mind. You've come to them at the office, at the neighborhood, at the conference, or wherever, and you're delivering them a blessing. The blessing of being able to give. The blessing of being the person that is established and reaching down. You're saying, hey, I'm coming with hat in hand. Big neighbor, you're the big guy on the block. You're set up here. You have your garden hose. I'm just moving in. I don't have my shit together yet, right? Can I use your garden hose? Can I get some salt? Okay, now they feel needed. It's a very non-threatening way of ingratiating yourself to them. And you're no longer an unknown quantity. You're now a positive quantity. You're someone that has goodwill towards them. Someone that has a feeling of gratitude towards them. Someone that they feel like they can depend on in the future. Because you left there with a smile and you left there feeling good. You came back and you returned the garden hose and you thanked them warmly. Okay? This is great in many, many social situations. It could be a potential client. Okay? It could be a potential client that you're prospecting. Before you start doing your prospecting or whatever, and I know this sounds a little manipulative, okay? But one is assuming that your intentions are altogether pure, and you're just trying to ingratiate yourself to people. It's an icebreaker, okay? A very non-threatening icebreaker that puts people in a position where they feel non-threatened. They feel like you have goodwill towards them afterwards, okay? You give them a blessing of being able to give, all right? So sometimes it's a lot better, okay? Sometimes a lot better to receive than to give. So let me know what you think about this, okay? Is this a principle you have ever practiced? All right? Let me know what your thoughts are about it. Leave your comments, share, like the video. If you disagree, let us know, okay? Thank you very much. Until next time, bye.